As early as 1928, the communists declared that the racial differences among our people constituted the weakest and most vulnerable point in our social fabric. By constantly probing and straining at this one spot, they calculated that eventually the cloth could be torn apart and that Americans could be divided, weakened, and perhaps even set against each other in open combat. We mustn't kid ourselves into thinking that the communists have placed their agitators only into the black communities. They're working both sides of the street. They want hatred, violence, and bloodshed between the races, and they don't care how they get it or whom they use, even children if necessary. That the communist blueprint calls also for white retaliation and violence in the black communities. It's a very important objective for the Communist Party. So far, they've only been able to involve a small percentage of our Negro people in this war of national liberation. The great majority want no part of it in any form. But the one sure way to change that is to have white vigilante groups striking into the Negro sections, supposedly to seek revenge. Ladies and gentlemen, the plans and preparations for a communist revolution of force and violence are far advanced. The organization behind these preparations has almost unlimited financial resources, and it provides both training and leadership based upon years of experience in many other countries. Our enemies are deadly serious about their task, and it's nothing short of national suicide for us to continue to ignore their plans and their progress. The strategy of the proletarian revolution calls for the quiet conversion of our government into a communist regime, but under the banner of socialism. Well, what is socialism? All right, let's define it. According to the dictionary, socialism is a political concept based upon the principle of government ownership and control of property, the means of production, and the avenues of commerce. Under socialism, those who run the government, and the communists are confident that in America they eventually will be the ones who do so. Those who run the government will know who is to get something and who has to wait, and that represents control over human beings. In 1943, the following directive was issued from party headquarters to all communists in the United States. It read, "When certain obstructionists become too irritating, label them after suitable buildups as fascist or Nazi or anti-Semitic, and use the prestige of anti-fascist and tolerance organizations to discredit them. In the public mind, constantly associate those who oppose us with those names which already have a bad smell. The association will, after enough repetition, become fact in the public mind."
Hello and welcome everyone. We're having a community stream today. What we're doing today is we're going to talk about this, excuse me, what we're going to do today is talk about this clown world that we live in with a positive bent. We're going to look at some articles. We're going to look at some memes. I'm joined by co-host Zenn and soon co-host Kizza. He was with us, but something came up at his house and he had to go take care of it, but he'll be with us shortly. Don't know exactly what it is, but he'll fill us in when he gets here. Thank you for joining me today, Zenn. How are you doing today, my friend?
Hello, I'm doing okay. So I'm curious quickly. Those clips there, he appeared to be reading through from some kind of book for that quote there. Is that a book that is purchasable? I'm curious.
That book, I don't know exactly what it is, but it is a book of communist invasion and manipulation tactics that has, I think it was printed in America in 1941 or 42. And it was a book that talked about the quote unquote long march through the institutions and how they can utilize race and class, everything from wealth level to the different kinds of music that people like to turn people in America against each other and use that as leverage to break us apart and to take us over.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
I was just wondering if you knew the book itself, because
I think
that's the kind of thing I would not mind owning.
It's you can look into it. Let me tell you the name of that man. The name of
Edward Griffin. I'm already on his Wikipedia.
Yeah, okay, yeah, that's Edward Griffin, and I've listened to some of his talks before. He talked for decades about this stuff, and he no doubt knew McCarthy. I bet I don't know anything about the guy. I'm just guessing there, but that book and several like it, especially ones of the Zionist order and different Zionist groups. There's a lot of overlap with tactics of how to change minds and get people to either be with you or against you, and how to use shame and manipulation in the public eye. So the reason I started off the stream with that today is I thought it was an important framing for certain things that we're going to talk about today. So before we get Kizza with us today, we're going to look at something here. We're going to have a look at, give me just a second. Yes, here we go. We're going to start with this. Sorry, I have a bunch of tabs open for the stream. It took me a second to find it. All right. We're going to have us a look-see at Gina Carano. Now, for those of you that are with us today, I don't know if you like Star Wars. I don't know if you like The Mandalorian show. I never watched The Mandalorian show. I don't give a sloppy wet turd about Star Wars. But I do know that the rampant hypocrisy in Hollywood and the media around quote-unquote right-wing figures in the media, which it's arguable if there even is any right-wing figures in the media. But the in entertainment, you do have some relatively tepidly conservative or right-wing people in entertainment. And I don't even know if Gina Carano is one or not. I don't follow her Twitter, and I certainly haven't followed the clack about her. But the persecution of her is interesting, especially when there are people in the same show that she's on, the whatchamacallit, the Mandalorian show, that have shared memes that liken the Holocaust narrative to putting children in cages at the southern border, which was an Obama thing, by the way. And for those of you who don't know about the children's in cages meme, for people who come into America on the southern border, the temporary holding cells are just large rooms with bars, like a drunk tank or a holding cell at a local county jail. The children and the people that are put in those barred rooms, they don't live there. That's just where they put them until they can get them actual facilities with beds and toilets and stuff. And all of the pictures that went viral about, oh, Trump's putting kids in cages, it was just pictures of the holding facility. They don't actually have to stay in there longer than like half a day or a day until they get them processed into an actual facility. Now, the facilities, not all of them are great. Some of them are decent, but that's where the whole children in cages thing comes from.
I can even do you one better as well.
Sure.
The picture that he shared is not in America. To my knowledge, it was in Palestine, I think.
Oh, that's great. That's
what
funny.
I had. I can't remember. My mind's drawing about it was either Palestine or Pakistan. It was somewhere beginning with a P, but that was not in America. The picture that he specifically used for that wasn't even in America. So it's kind of unbelievable the more you look into it. It's ridiculous. Also, I've looked it up. He was reading from a paper that was actually released by the House of Representatives regarding things, but he has written multiple books. Such as More Deadly Than War, The Communist Revolution in America.
Oh, good.
I might have to get some of his books. Yes, he has. Yeah. That's one of his books. More Deadly Than War, The Communist Revolution in America. But it's also on YouTube as a video lecture that's about an hour and a quarter. And he's also written a book called where was it? Was it Cancer? World Without Cancer, which is very interesting.
A World Without Cancer. Yes.
It's comparing like people in our society who endanger society's health to literal cancer. It's amazing.
Well, I mean that's even my personal hero, George Lincoln Rockwell. That's what he said back in the 50s and 60s. Is that's what you got in Washington, cancer. So I really like that guy. He's a legend. So let me check the Streamlabs lobby and see if we have Kizza with us yet here. We don't yet, so Kizza still must be on his way. The reason I wanted to bring up Gina Carano is I prefaced the stream with those Edward Griffin clips because I want you to just take I'm going to read the first few paragraphs of this about Gina Carano, and then I'm going to talk about it. It's official. Only liberals are allowed to talk shit about the Holocaust. That's the take-home message of Gina Carano's scandal. For here we have a right-wing woman being shamed and sacked for doing what lovies and leftish types have been doing for years, comparing the early 21st century to Nazi Germany. The double standards are mind-blowing. Carano's been dumped by Disney for her starring role in The Mandalorian, like we talked about. That the political hatreds of the 2020s echo nastiness of Holocaust era. And we're not going to bait any of that on this stream. We're going to leave that alone. In an ill-advised Instagram story, she compared the flack right-wingers like her get with the contempt visited upon the you-know-who in the 1930s Germany. Hating someone for their political views is not that different from what the people that they don't like did to the you-know-who during that era. This is really dumb, of course. It's the classic example of a problem Spiked has written about many times, Holocaust relativism. This is when people plunder the past suffering of the you-know-who in search of metaphors with which they might describe and condemn something that they don't like about today. Now, the reason that I bring that up is it's evident that what we're seeing here today in our modern era is classic Bolshevist, communist, you-know-who, whatever many names they take. It's an example of what I call anti-whiteism. Because there can be no sin as long as the 1930s people that the anti-whites don't like, that they were the ones who cared the most about white people, and so thus forever into eternity, if you also care about white people, you are going to be that original sin. You are going to be the super Satan Hitler forever, and we have seen this told to us by Edward Griffin from their actual playbook of how to destroy our country from 80 years ago. So this article and this whole thing about Gina Carano is just a mainstream way to point the finger at all of the things that we have been saying for years and that people that came before us have been saying would happen if this shit went unchecked and rampant anti-whiteism, rampant anti-Western sentiment took hold and got the power like it wanted. And we already talked about on this channel many times, especially in my detailed videos from last year and the last couple of months, about how the powers that be that have taken control of our government are going to want to put all of us nationalists and all of us who care about the indigenous populations of Britain, all of us who care about the white folks of America, they want to put us all into the same group of white supremacist extremists. And you have people on MSNBC, people in the White House, people at universities talking about how we need re-education, we need our children taken away, and all this other horse shit. And you know what? Somebody predicted this was going to happen 100 years ago, and they've been talking about it for decades, but not enough people listened and not enough people cared. And this is where we're at today, is a fine-looking woman gets called all the ugly words in the book and is sacrificed on the altar of anti-whiteism. And that's just how it goes. So that's why I bookended the start of the stream like that. Yeah. So we're going to stop sharing this screen, and we're going to share a meme, because memes are great. So let me pop over here.
I am the meme dealer.
We're going to share this that I shared on all my social media earlier today.
Oh, this one. I like this one.
Here we have Mickey Mao with Gina Carano, the character of hers in... the character of hers in the show, and then whip, out she goes. And I know many of you are familiar with this Stalin picture meme framework.
It's a very good one.
This on screen while we check chat. And just to remind everyone, go ahead and share the links again for me there, Zen.
Yes,
just to remind everybody, I do have Entropy open, and oops, apparently it's not running. Let me refresh that here. Come on. There it goes. Okay. There it goes. All right, it's live now. So over on Entropy, we have the question widget over on the left-hand side. It's the green one, the softer green one. And that's also known as the tall Kevin widget in the white positive sphere. Over there, you can put long-form questions and comments that we will address at certain points during the show, usually every 30 to 40 minutes. And that way, you can have your questions and serious comments isolated so they won't get lost in regular chat. You can also send me, I've been told that super chat is a claimed term that YouTube owns. So paid chat is what we will say. You can send paid highlighted chats to me over on Entropy. And of course, those will get priority every 30 or 40 minutes when we read comments. And if you would like to, you can give me money to help support the channel and help me get better equipment to do my activism. You can do that via Cash App, PayPal, and Subscribestar. Those are the best ways to support me. And I almost have enough subscribers over on Subscribestar to be able to get to the automated billing every month, because as it stands now, you have to go in there and manually click to give me money every month, and I appreciate the handful of you that do. Thank you very much. And I'm almost to the point where I can start withdrawing money from Subscribestar. I'm almost at that point, so I would appreciate monthly subscriptions over there. So now that we have the big shill out of the way, let's check and see what we have in chat. Oh, we have Birdie with us again. Good to see you, Birdie Bassett. It's been a while since I've seen you around, my friend. We're also joined by Silence is Leaden. Good to see you. We have Nancy Drew, JD Solway, Ragnar. Oh, the champion for the white folk, Alex, doing great stuff in the Northeast, I know. Let's see. We have Ragnar with us today, English Sailor.
Which I assume this is a different Northeast to my Northeast.
Yes, I'm talking about the colonies, my good man.
Ah, shame. I wish I lived over there with you, though. God knows.
Well, I mean, you can one day, but your island needs saving too. We need all the help we can get. It's all hands on deck type of thing.
Yeah.
And yeah, like Alex said, Disney's been anti-white forever. Yeah, they've been anti-white for a long time. Oh, we got Steve Cray with us too. Sorry I missed your name earlier, Steve. I see you. So welcome everyone. I'm glad you're here. Today we're having a community stream. There's been a lot of negativity. I talked about negative crap for like 6 months on my channel. We all know the ugliness that we live in. We all are well aware of Clown World. So today I thought we would just have some laughs like we did last week with our friend Poman about the Fallout degeneracy. So today we're just going to look at some articles. We're going to talk some truth. We're going to share some memes, and we're going to hopefully have a good time doing it. And we still don't have Kizza with us yet. Speaking of having people with us, though, I would be glad for you guys to be on stream with me today, because this is a community stream. It's for the folk, so to speak. So Birdie, Alex, Nancy, Steve, any of you that are regulars and hang around with us, if you would like to be on stream just to share your ideas or share memes or talk about articles or just have a laugh at Clown World, let me know in the chat, PM me on social media or what have you, and I will give you the link to let you hop on and be with us here today while we talk. So, Kizza, I hope that you're safe and doing whatever it is you have to do at your house if you're even listening. So let's go ahead and move away from this meme, unless you have more things you'd like to say about Mickey Mouse or what's going on with the whole Mandalorian thing. Do you have anything to add to this, Zen?
From an artistic perspective, it infuriates me because Gina is one of the few strong, independent women that they mean that quite literally, in that I'm pretty sure her arms are bigger than my head. And I hate the fact that that level of actual physical diversity is now disappearing from our screens, because we do need like women that literally look like they can bench, simply from like an artistic perspective.
Oh, she definitely looks cool. And I know that she did MMA, so she's probably, you know, of the highest echelon of
I'm not gonna lie,
genetic capability that females can be.
One thing that's really amused me is it really does seem like female MMA fighters are the base of our society, because there's another female MMA woman that I follow on Twitter, and I can't remember who she is, but she's been just as anti-mask as Gina has been. Yeah, if you're not aware, Gina has been full throttle against like lockdowns and masks. So she's been my fucking hero this last year, and this just this got me angry when I saw about this.
We have Sir Leon joining us over on D-Live. Thank you for the lemons, my friend. Good to have you around. And hello to the two of you over on D-Live. Good to see you here. Speaking of D-Live, alternate stream platforms, I hear that BitChute, as well as Odyssey/Library, are wanting to have live streams soon. I know that Library is moving forward with Odyssey having the ability to live stream, so I will be doing that when I can. And I just recently, let me shill something here. Give me just a moment to get it up here. I'm trying to find it. Come on, I know you're here somewhere. Well, it's not loading. Give me a second. Okay, I found it. There it is. Sorry, I'm having to stream and restream, and I have terrible bandwidth. So sometimes when I go to load a website, it just doesn't work. Hopefully in the future I'll have access to better internet out here, but right now I don't.
I'm just currently attempting to search through my the people I follow on Twitter to see if I can figure out who she is. 'Cause I swear there was some lady who did MMA on my Twitter, and I can't remember who she is, and it's going to annoy me now. But that's the thing, is I just get actively irritated when I can't figure something out.
Yeah. What I'm sharing right now is a site called Trovo. Trovo is like a Twitch that is not censorious. And I made a Trovo account recently. Many people that I follow, like Jason, the No White Guilt guy, American Krogan, they're already over on Trovo. And lots of people are already being active on Trovo. I'm going to learn how it works. I'm going to get involved, and I'm going to try to stream there as well. I don't know how much longer I'll be able to use StreamYard. I might have to move to using Restream.io. I have made a Restream.io account, but I am retarded when it comes to knowing how to use all of this stuff. So that is always an impediment to me trying to make everything work. Unfortunately, I was raised by boomers and silent generation, and I lived in the boonies for half my life. So technology does not come easy to me. I have to work hard at it. So that being said, in the near future, you can look for me on Trovo and hopefully on Odyssey as well. I'm going to go ahead and shill my Odyssey link here in the chat.
So I have slight breaking news on Gina, actually.
Okay.
She has been set up to produce and star in an upcoming film for the Daily Wire effect, and apparently memberships are 25% off with the promo code Gina. So it seems like at least some people are standing by her.
Well, that's good.
So that's something, at least. Some people are standing behind her, and she shared that
of all of the media under the yarmulke, the Daily Wire is probably the best. They have some pretty based pro-America stuff going on the Daily Wire. And
she quote tweeted that and said, "This is just the beginning. Welcome to the rebellion." So that seems to imply that she's getting other support and is just waiting on that to be officially announced, which is brilliant. So. If there's one person who can unite us, I'm more than happy for it to be Gina.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Birdie said he just recently discovered Odyssey, and it is great. I followed Computing Forever, old Dave Cullen. I followed him there last fall. It's quite a good site. I highly recommend. So let me check the old lobby here, see if we have anybody new. Nope, nobody's joined us yet. It's still just the two of us. So now that we have shilled the old Trovo, we're going to move on to something else.
So I have an offer for you in the future, which I'm curious how you'd feel about. So I would quite like to do some streams. So remember we did last week we did the talk about Fallout and such.
Yes, and it was fun. Everybody seemed to have a great time with that.
We enjoyed the Fallout, but we also enjoyed the sort of discussing like the political implications of parts of it as well.
Yeah.
Like where some of it was coming from. Well, so I am a massive consumer, sadly, and I am probably going to be keeping I am probably going to be keeping my Disney Plus account at least for another year. Mainly because if I cancel it and then they take Gina back on, it's going to be more expensive for me to get another year of it. It's really annoying. But like the way the wind blowing, it doesn't seem like the stuff with Gina is 100. So I'm going to stick with them for another year. And they actually have a series coming out called Falcon and the Winter Soldier. And I saw a trailer for it the other day, and it's giving me very shaky feelings, which I'm not happy about. How much do you know about the MCU? Have you watched it at all?
No, and I don't care. I try to focus my time on keeping my family healthy and happy. I try to focus on keeping myself happy and healthy, and I have to try to make money since the lockdown and the quote unquote climate shift in economics has basically rendered my primary way to get contracts with the city and the local hospitals null and void. I don't have a way to make reliable money out here in the middle of nowhere in this mountain holler other than just doing odd jobs for people. And I live with family and take care of 2 houses of people. So it's not like I have bills to worry about. That's why I tell you folks that watch me, the money that you donate to me goes directly into activism, goes directly into better equipment for me, and just helping me perpetuate this channel and be able to put time into it. I don't need money for like housing and food and stuff. That's already taken care of for me. So all the dollars that you guys give me, I use to make the channel better and to let me avoid having to do odd jobs for minimal money so I can focus on content. So I don't like to quote unquote waste my time watching movies and TV shows. And I'm not condemning any of you who do that. That's fine. I'm not trying to make you feel bad for it. It's just, to me, it feels like just watching entertainment is a complete waste of my time, and I don't do it.
That's fair enough. But I was going to say, because this one seemed, well, that's things like the MCU is effectively like the forefront of, you know, popular culture right now. And I thought I'd be interested in your input in some of it, because literally the context of this is it is essentially the two sidekicks of Captain America having their own TV show. One is white, one is black.
Okay.
And the white gentleman, well, he fought alongside him in World War II. The two were separated, and then he was brainwashed by communists, amusingly. Well, not communists, kind of like authoritarian, not Nazis though. It's complicated, but he was basically brainwashed to become like an assassin, and then eventually was saved by the power of friendship, as you do.
Okay.
But in fairness, it was like it wasn't mind control; it was brainwashing, so I can actually believe it, and it took a lot to do. Meanwhile, the black gentleman he's the black gentleman. He's had no character development. He's had no plot. It's essentially all he had was he ran a therapy group for past soldiers with PTSD. That is all the character development he's had in the entire series, and I am massively disappointed because he is being set up as the next Captain America. And when I watched the trailer, which came out about a week ago,
a black Captain America.
No, see, I don't care. I don't give two shits about it if he's a well-written character, but he's had nothing to do.
Yeah,
Whereas
but in the cancerous anti-white climate where tons and tons of characters are being race changed just for the sake of white erasure.
I mean, at least it's literally a different person taking up the mantle. It's not just Steve Rogers is black.
Okay,
so,
all right. That's a little better. That's a little better.
Yeah, no, that's what I mean. It's like I don't mind it as much, but it is still, But whatever. Anyway, but a lot of it just seemed to be dunking and taking the piss out of Bucky, who was the white guy. And I remember watching this and going like, Bucky is one of my favorite characters in the series. If they have this entire show just letting him be the butt of jokes, I'm gonna start getting actively pissed off.
Well, dude, that ship sailed a long time ago. Like,
yeah.
Welcome to the club, man. You're a white man. You're going to be shit on by entertainment, and you're going to have to like it. That's why I tell people all the time to stop watching movies and shows and shit.
Well, this is why I write. This is why I write. You know.
Yeah, I know, but I just think most of it's mind trash, and I think you'd be better off doing something else. But whatever. That's just my take as an old fuddy-duddy nationalist, I guess. So, what we have up on the screen is a funny meme. It doesn't really need any introduction. It's just funny. I thought we'd have it up to laugh at while we're doing stuff today. I like it because, especially, I like how it portrays Facebook as being just the boomer normie. So, it's I just thought this was a cute meme that we could have up, and I like the worried suits being YouTube and Google. That really made me happy. All right.
I just like Twitter. Just
Yeah, it's pretty much that. It's just people screaming in anger and rage all the time. That's pretty much what Twitter is. I haven't gotten any PMs that I can find on any social media yet that tell me that you want to be on the stream with us, and we also don't have anything over on Entropy today either. So let's just move on to something else, and let's talk about something else. So the next thing I want to talk about is as follows. I don't know if you guys have heard this or not, but recently something went viral about a lady getting Gorilla Glue in her hair. And the lady happened to be a black lady. And recently, the credit for the invention of how to remove Gorilla Glue from someone's hair was also from a black man. And this tweet was funny because it says, "Let's give Dr. Michael Obeng a big shout out. He just became a name to remember, a black man that came up with a formula to remove Gorilla Glue from hair. Happy Black History Month." And I got to share one of my favorite memes in response to this. Oh, wait, I'm not logged in. Give me a second. I'll have to go fetch it. There it is. So my response was, of course, the classic Dave Chappelle meme.
Oh, dear.
African problems require African solutions. And I just thought this was the perfect time to share that meme. And it's pretty great. It's pretty great.
Ooh, hey!
Let's welcome old Kizza. Kizza, you're just in time to laugh at a good Dave Chappelle meme.
Yeah, I do apologize. I was late, everybody. I got held up by my dinner. It was late.
Fair enough.
Okay. No problem.
Yeah, it was running on British Rail time.
Hello, Vigil. And to keep in mind, I've said it many times. Today's a community stream. We're laughing and having a good time talking about Clown World stuff. You're welcome to hop on with us if you want to talk and have a chat. Just let me know and I'll give you the link. Excuse me. And I am checking all my social media and Discord channels and stuff just to see who wants to hop in. So I'm doing my best to keep an eye out. But if you want to hop in, say something in the chat because I'll definitely see it if you leave something in the chat there for me. All right, we're going to take a moment and see if anybody's made any financial contributions over on Cash App. Nope, nothing on Cash App and nothing on PayPal. And Entropy's clear, so we are good to roll to the next thing. Let's talk to Kizza for a minute. Kizza, how you doing today, my friend?
I'm doing well. I mean, other than my food turning up late, but still, I'm doing good. You know, done morning shift. I'm happy with. God, I hate going back to work.
I mean, yes,
I'm just glad that you have a job. It's hard for me to find
I was
work out
literally
here.
about to say I hate job searching a lot more. I think.
Touche.
I can the lady who handles my universal credit is, you can kind of hear in her voice she's starting to get a little bit pissy about me not having found anything yet, and also not having like taken them up on any of their offers, because it's all kind of like, oh, do you want to do this training thing? Do you want to do this training thing? It's like, no, I don't want to do anything that really requires like training things. I want to just do a basic manual labor job because that's all I want to do. But it's like, oh, do you want to? This week she was like,
no, that's you have to understand. That's what they call quote unquote racist of you. You want to do manual labor. Don't you know that higher education and developed skills are the realm of the white man? You're not allowed to do immigrant work, you naughty, naughty white man. You're not allowed to do that anymore.
Oh no,
we have to import the third world to do that kind of labor now. Think of their children. Don't think of yours. Think of theirs.
I just want to pick fruit. Is that so much to ask?
Yeah. On that point, though, well, unlike America, white people actually built the crap here. My old man works in construction, and I'm not joking. He said to me, he's never. He can count on one hand the amount of people he's seen from South Asia or Africa, or the Caribbean on a building site. But let's see.
As far as I know, in America, it was mostly Europeans that built everything here too. Pretty much like everywhere in the modern world.
Yeah.
I mean, I should say the Western world. Obviously, white people didn't build Japan and China. That's not what I meant.
Well, yeah. I'm just trying to see if there was any spicy memes I posted while I was away. Because ultimately, it's been a while since I was on here officially live. Because last time I had my laptop just went, I'm not going to go work and just go on strike.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. Let's see. Trying to find any good spicy memes I posted.
Well, speaking of memes, I want to share one of mine that I updated today.
Yeah.
An old meme of mine from years ago I updated today. And I want to share it with everybody. It's quite good. I'll make it full screen here for everybody.
What?
Hopefully you guys can see that pretty well.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Oh, wait. Hold on. Yizz.
I'm so confused by this.
Did I share you the Dear Billionaires meme?
Do what now?
The Dear Billionaires meme.
Yeah. We shared that a lot a week or two ago. Whenever the stomp date was happening.
Okay, yeah. That's a great meme.
I've been browsing my Facebook and I follow this wonderful group called Weird Stuff Found on Official Accounts, and that's all it does. It posts like weird things that official accounts have posted, and they've just shared this, and it's the strangest thing to me.
Yeah. Post. Share.
Yeah,
That's
give
it.
me a second. I'll get to it. It takes a second. I can't
DM'd it to
instantly
Yizz.
make it happen because I have to feed it through.
Yeah. Nancy, yes, Glue Lady is retarded, and the company should sue her for being a retard.
It's funny you should say that.
Oh no, wait, sorry.
Kizza?
I said the R word. I'm gonna get cancelled.
I don't care.
No, no, it's
Alright.
fine. I can.
Here's the thing that
bestow upon
Zen
you.
just shared. We see a lady who I can't name. Who is this? You said this is a famous
This is
person. Who is this?
apparently Khloe Kardashian. It says in the little label at the
I
bottom.
have no idea who that is, but whatever.
One of
She's one of the Kardashians. I don't care. But
And down here it says "hot or not, the melanin queen."
I'm so confused
What?
by this. I'm
Is
so
this,
confused.
is this not a white lady?
I guess not.
Well, I mean, the Kardashians technically, ain't they of some UAE origin or something? Ain't they
Yeah, but I thought that the whole quote unquote melanin queen bullshit. I thought that was for Africans and dark skinned people. I don't know memes, but I thought that's what that meant because I see it on Twitter a lot.
I'll
Isn't
DM
that
it to
what
my
that means?
girlfriend. She might be able to confirm or deny any of this. She is more in tune with pop culture than I am.
Can I just, with all this craziness going on, can I just say, if people want accelerationism, then I demand them to listen to a 10-hour loop of Gas.
Yes. The best song.
I don't want a 10-hour loop of anything. Here's one that people in America might appreciate. I made this meme.
Okay,
let's see. Just a moment.
Because the ends justified the memes.
Yeah, give me a second. I have to route everything through Chrome, or it won't show up because I use StreamYards.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, Virgil, that explains it. Yes. The quote, yes, because black men don't want to date black women because that's a temple of doom, as Uncle Ruckus rightly said.
Okay, here we go. I got it loaded in Chrome now, so we can see it. Here we go.
Survey says.
I was proud of this one. Hopefully you guys will like this one. To hell with the NFL.
Oh, yes, good point.
Big oof.
Spicy.
And I got the No Black Guild org thing stamped on there.
Yeah,
I made this during Jason Kuna's Sunday live stream this past Sunday. He has big community streams for the No White Guilt community. And
yes. Why you got to be all Tom Brady for? Why you got to be all Tom Brady for?
I don't get your sports ball reference. I'm sorry.
Oh, it's a South Park reference to Tom Brady.
Okay, I don't get references. I told you I've pretty much unplugged from media entertainment.
But yeah,
it's much to my detriment. But I just don't have the time to stay into entertainment. It takes too much effort.
It's fine. But I will say it makes me laugh that Tom Brady has won more Super Bowls than any team has by itself.
Yeah, I heard that, and I even shared a tweet about Tom Brady saying that he was a what was my he was a shining example of white excellence, and I wanted to see who the hate trolls what it would bring of the hate trolls. And I'm not very popular yet, and it didn't bring much hate, but I got a little flack for saying that on one thread. But
well, yes, but just remember, as Uncle Ruckus would say, great white male.
Mm-hmm. I did see somebody that shared Tom Brady's or not Tom, was it Tom Brady? Somebody recently, I think it was Tom Brady. They shared his early life section from Wikipedia. It said it's the least Jewish early life section on Wikipedia because it was basically nothing but European immigrants and American patriots in his family tree for 3 generations.
Beautiful.
Yeah. I will say, I do have something that I would say is very low tier in terms of stupidity, but it's full of memes. If I could do it, I'll DM this directly to you. Yes,
sure.
Just the link.
Sure. We'll share some memes and laugh about stuff.
It's regarding a certain media organization found that's very, very progressive. I mean, literally
very woke, very progressive.
Yes, very progressive. In fact, it's so progressive. The founder was literally a slave owner. That's how progressive he is, basically.
That is extremely progressive. That is very, very woke, very progressive.
Yes. Yeah. Right. I would say, ladies and gentlemen.
This is from Spike,
please.
And it's called The Guardian's Hottest Takes. You want me to read this, or do you want to just talk about it?
Oh, just start scrolling down. These are some of the hottest takes in the last decade, ladies and gentlemen. Shall we start scrolling down with the first article, please?
Here comes a hot take about The Guardian. The phallic necktie is a symbol of outdated white male supremacy in our country.
I remember seeing this.
Very, very woke, very progressive, very progressive.
Yeah. You see what I mean, ladies and gentlemen?
I feel like I want to return to Spiked, but they defended cuties, and that's never not going to upset me.
No. One particular person defended cuties. That was Brian.
Wow.
That was Brandon O'Neill, if memory serves. Who people
Yeah.
say he's pretty like anti-woke, but he's beta tail. He's beta tail. Beta tier. Sorry.
In fairness, his argument was free speech, basically, no matter what. So I mean,
yeah. I bet I can think of a few topics that he will be not very pro free speech on. But shall we please move on to the second one? Yes, this one is going to really boil your blood.
Oh, good.
I like that she isn't seeing it until the stream sees it. So
yeah, this is fun. This is fun.
What?
All right, here's one. Here's one. I dread the day my daughter's poos get smaller.
Yeah.
Department of Feminist Self-Parody. I dread the day my daughter's poos get smaller. Well, that's certainly something newsworthy, wouldn't you say? Talking about the size of your child's poo. That's
oh my life.
I'm curious
as to what she is currently writing about.
Unfortunately, I also am curious, so we're going to pop this open and have a look. Don't spoil it for me if you know, because
I haven't even looked at it. I haven't even looked at it, but I will say the next one. I think some of your fans will remember this. We
got to have a look at this poo article.
Yeah,
I am unfortunately morbidly curious. Okay. Here we go. I'm going to read this cancerous article for everyone. Here we go. Look, I'm telling you now, before you judge me too harshly on what I'm about to reveal, that apart from taking lots of photos, I'm not an overly gushing parent. Find lots of baby toddler stuff that I must do with my 2-year-old inevitably dull. Spoken like a millennial moron who has been taught to hate children and to be selfish.
No. In fact, that sounds like how I describe being a parent. To be honest.
Well, then you should either change yourself or don't be a parent.
Well, I'm not a parent. That's the point.
Hey! I'm already an uncle 1. I'm soon going to be an uncle 2, and I can't wait. I can't wait.
She doesn't write that much for The Guardian, actually. She has like
the first 2 years everyone said would go so quickly, so much of it minutes have passed. Not that the slowness has made my memories any clearer. I have no idea where I put, say, the lock of hair from her first. Okay, whatever. All right. So in its context of this lacking of precise gushiness, I must make this confession. My daughter has recently become obsessed with the size of her poo. They are all big, according to her, whether they look to me like they came out of a greedy Jack Russell or a sickly church mouse. Big poo, mummy, she says in odd tones, awed by her own bottom. Big poo. Now, I am going to speculate. Going to speculate that I have not read this article. This is completely new to me. Okay. Yeah. I am going to speculate that as this article unfolds, there is going to be some kind of anti-male and possibly anti-white feminist sentiment that makes her ashamed of or worried for her daughter being concerned about the size of her poo. So let's read on.
Yeah.
It says, this is not my confession. It's all pretty normal according to Freud and company. My confession, oh great, Freud. My confession is that I, in turn, have become desperately proud of her pride. I'm so in love with her big poos that I can't bear the idea of them stopping. What the fuck? Of her realizing that they aren't things you want to show off about. Of the day when somebody makes it clear to her, whether by accident or design, that sweet little girls aren't supposed to describe the massive steaming achievements cruising out of their bums, propelled by the wonders of peristalsis.
I think she's just jealous of the fact that the things that her daughter is producing are clearly superior to her articles.
Oof. Turn that dial on oof up. Although Virgil did have a spicy take in the chat.
I wouldn't. I think that's unfair. Also,
I don't know. We'll see.
Not Virgil. There's no R
there. It's Vigil, not Virgil. It's Vigil.
Sorry,
no
Vigil,
R in there. We're going to see if Vigil's right. Let's move on for the sake of brevity. Let's get through this turd of an article.
It'll be about like, women have to hide parts of themselves, and it's
hush.
Not fair.
I'm reading. Hush. That's enough.
I'm assuming that
curly little blondes such as her should desire to be small, contained, and clean. dress up as Pink Princess, and shut up about their dirty selves. Already enough. I dread the day those whopper turds have got to go. Like, this isn't The Guardian. This is like a joke article from cracked.com back in like 2002. What the fuck is this?
No, but yes, you forget The Guardian, when it comes to opinions, will print and share literally anything.
They will.
Well, then
yes.
why are we reading this then? Like,
It's
No,
funny.
but this one I'm trying to is hot takes. Now, the next piece in terms of Spike's one, the third one, when we get to it, I would like everyone before Yizz goes back to it, just want to play a little game, ladies and gentlemen. Does everyone remember a certain meme-worthy Sky interview regarding a woman with glasses who was, let's say, a 6 out of 10, saying that a certain tool in the office was sexist?
No.
no, I don't. What is this? Tell me about
Well,
it.
scroll down and you will find out.
Okay,
Yes?
give me just a second. I'm pouring some fresh Mountain Dew. You have to bear with me. I thought I had more time.
No worries, no worries. Let's see if anyone
This is
in
a
the
good
chat...
time to remind everyone
Trying to remember.
that you can join this stream if you want to be on here yucking it up with us.
Yeah.
All you have to do is let me know in chat via Discord, PM, email. Let me know that you want to be on the stream and yuck it up with us. And also, I would like to brag on what a based ultra-nationalist chat that we have, because we have 26 viewers and 26 thumbs up. So let's get a 14 in the chat for everybody for being so amazing. Thank you very much. All right.
So,
We're going
yes,
to move back. We're going to
so
move back to what Kizza wants me to read here.
So yes, would you mind scrolling down, revealing?
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing. I'm getting there.
Oh, here we go. Oh dear.
I had to pour my Mountain Dew here. All right.
Okay, no worries, no worries.
Okay. All right. Lid's back on. Here we go. Moving on with the article. Is your home constantly set to a sexist temperature? What the hell? What is this trash?
Now,
Is your home constantly set to a sexist temperature? You're not alone by some impronounceable immigrant name.
I would like to say it's amusing that you just asked for people to put 14 in chat, and now they're talking about sexist numbers or something like that.
Well, yes, yeah, no, yes. To give you some context to this, or to shh.
Oh.
What?
Sorry, I got interrupted there. So, to give you a little bit of context to this,
Okay.
there was a meme-worthy Sky interview with a woman complaining that having air conditioning in the office is sexist because the men turn the air conditioning on.
I remember hearing about that. Well, let's take a look. Let's take a look at this article. Okay, here is the clear winner. This champion of diversity and inclusion over here is shining. Well, I'm not going to say it. Is your home constantly set to a sexist temperature? You're not alone. A new study finds men tend to get their way in the household temperature discussions, while women must compromise. Okay, well, before we even move on, I'm going to say this.
Yeah.
If you're cold, put on a sweater or wear a damn blanket. I can't take my skin off if I'm hot. I'm just going to leave it at that. Okay,
yes.
Let's move on down. Because I like it cold. I like you guys that follow my channel know that.
Thermal bullying.
Yeah.
Thermal bullying.
Oh God, thermal bullying. Jesus Christ.
Zen. Don't be like those from the motherland, okay? Don't act like those from the motherland. Constantly complaining it's bloody cold everywhere.
Thermostat dictator. Oh my life.
But honestly, that woman who made the article, she's synonymous with making proper cringy feminist topics.
I can believe it. I reckon you could probably make an article out of her takes alone.
No joke. There is actually a hilarious piece with her. There's actually two people.
I have to interrupt you. I'm sorry. I just read something hilarious in chat by I can't pronounce that name. It's Tajinahaj. I guess I don't know how to say it.
Jenahaj.
About that last article about the girl with the happy with the poo. He says, "Mama, what is best in life? To eject my stool, to have them driven before me, and to hear the lamentation of the doo-doo."
Yes.
Beautiful.
Oh, that's great. It's good stuff. Thank you for sharing. That was great. Okay, back to this article about the thermostat wars here. Kizza, do you want to finish? Or do you want me just to keep reading?
No. Inconvenient one actually is correct. She's the girl who does the quote-unquote This Week in Feminism column regarding The Guardian.
Oh, Christ.
Oh, great. So
there's a hilarious article that I do remember our fellow memers called...
So basically an evil, frigid cunt who wakes up looking for ways to write about hating men.
Yeah, although she did do some quite actually mature and moderate take when talking about Jordan Peterson a while ago. But that's one. But it learned like broken clocks. They're right by accident.
Oh,
But
yeah.
but this chick, I do remember there was two specific articles. One was in regards to Nancy Pelosi's hair appointment, and the other one was regarding Donald Trump's daughter regarding her hair and how it's problematic.
Yeah, I saw that one. Yes. Yes. She complained about Donald Trump's daughter's hair and then immediately said people who complain about Nancy Pelosi's hair are sexists, essentially. And literally, that people would just put them next to each other.
Well, if we
I think there was
if
a
we
similar
stop
one.
to talk about if we
Yeah.
stop to talk about hypocrisy, this will never end. So let's
Yeah,
look
yeah.
at this here. Okay, are you a victim of thermal bullying? Does your partner or roommate always get their way when it comes to how hot your house is? If you answer yes, then stay strong. You're not alone. So basically, this is about how I assume there's a difference between sexes and temperature or whatever, which of course is supported by science because the way that estrogen and a dominant X chromosome develops skin tissues, the thickness of the dermis, and the way that testosterone fueled bodies tend to run a little hotter. Or I'm sorry, tend to run a little colder. They tend to run a little hotter. They like it colder externally. So this is just an expression of science and nature of a difference between our sexes. That's all that this is here.
Well,
So-
the complaint isn't that. It's the fact that she doesn't get her way when it comes to the house's temperature, but the guy does.
I'm just saying. She sounds like science is part of the patriarchy.
Also,
Destroy science.
just for the record, this is one of the first things I had to come to terms with in my house is that now that I live with my girlfriend, I'm always wearing my hoodie because it's a bit chilly in here.
And exactly, I have an active X chromosome. I have estrogen dominant in my system. I don't even have testosterone, and I love it freezing cold. So it's like, of course, this isn't, it's not like 100% of the time, but definitely more than 50% of the time because of biology, men are going to like it cooler than women. That's just how it is. And also keep in mind, most women have large pieces of flesh on their chest known as breasts, and those things make you cold because they are big mounds of fleshy tissue that your body has to warm and spend its blood and energy to keep warm as an endothermic creature. And if you're an endothermic creature exerting more energy into large flesh sacs, you're going to be quote unquote cooler natured than entities who don't have that. And it's just it's a lot of things to do with just basic science, biology, and the exchange of thermal energy.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's science, bitches. To quote, what's it called? That show. What's this called?
I've no idea.
The meth lab guy.
That's Breaking Bad.
Breaking
You're
Bad,
talking about the character that says
Breaking
science, bitch.
Yeah.
But I would like to throw a counter card to this. Ladies, how many times? I'm sorry, ladies, but you put your showers and baths way too damn hot. Okay.
See, now I'm the girl of the group because I get too cold in the house and I like my showers warm. So
no, listen. Don't get me wrong. I do like a shower that's warm, but not basically boiling. That would literally peel my skin off hot.
No, that's the only way I can have my showers.
Oh, Jesus! I don't want to bloody listen. I like it warm enough so when I come out, I'm a little bit steamy, but not to the point where the entire room's like a smokehouse full of condensation.
Oh, I love it. I'll be back in a minute. I need to dash the toilet.
No,
okay, no problem.
So, yeah.
All right. Well, do you want me to read the rest of this article or just move on?
That's good, but wait till we get to number 4. This one I'm pretty sure everyone remembers because this is from last year.
All right, we'll toggle back to that one then.
Let's just say certain cities such as New York City, the City of London, Dubai. Let's just say those cities are filled with filthy, patriarchal, toxic masculinity.
Holy shit. Look at this, guys. Look at this shit. Upward thrusting buildings ejaculating into the sky. What the Jesus H. particular Christ? Do cities have to be sexist? Upward thrusting buildings ejaculating into... What mental midget even... Oh God! Like, why is this in a publication? You're right about the Guardian printing literally anything. This is just mind trash. This is progressive diarrhea spilled onto a page.
Yes, and this is why this is why the Guardian. This is why the free market should carry a giant scythe, ladies and gentlemen, and should destroy the Guardian because of crap like this. And I remember this obviously because if you look at the date, it was the 6th of July, 2020, when we had tons of chaos.
Yeah.
And I just still laugh how someone can complain about tower blocks when, ironically enough, this push for tower blocks was ironically caused by our enemies wanting tower blocks to quote-unquote save land space.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, me personally, I can't stand tower blocks, like especially old-fashioned tower blocks. They're ugly, and the modern ones. I mean, some of them. I mean, I guess they kind of do have a point. It does look like a glorified sort of technodrome.
Wait, I want to open this up. I wouldn't be surprised if who wrote this article. Let's pop this article open and see who wrote this.
Let's see if I recognize the Guardian journalist.
Don't call the person that wrote this a journalist.
Okay, the Guardian activist.
All right, give me a second here. We're gonna go to just straight up share screen. All right, here we go. We're gonna share my entire screen. That's just fine. What we're gonna do now is we're gonna pop over to this Guardian trash, and we're gonna look at. Oh God!
Oh good God! It's this one.
It gets even worse when I look at it on the Guardian side.
I do
look
remember
at this
one.
Do cities have to be sexist? No, you mental midget. No, you absolute cunt of an idiot. No.
Mental midget. That one.
Well.
Okay, here we go. Leslie Kern. So let's do copy, and then duck go, and then Leslie Kern, Guardian. Leslie Kern. Is there anything about her?
Don't look up pictures. See if I reckon.
I was gonna say you might.
That article sounds like something that came out of a university full of rabbis to me, and I just want to see if she has a particular persuasion, if you know what I mean.
Oh, I see what you're talking about there.
Now, unfortunately, there's nothing about her. Can you look up authors on the Guardian itself?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, you should be able to click her name.
I can't though. You can't click her
really?
name.
Oh, I guess they're just a guest writer then.
Okay. Well. Oh well. Too bad.
I'll just Google it quick, see if I can find anything on there. Let me see here.
Regardless, we're going back to the article about funny Guardian stuff here. There we go.
Oh my lord.
Oh yes, I think I've just seen what you've just seen.
What?
She's the author of a book called Feminist City.
Yes.
What?
Oh dear.
I can't believe I'm going to say this.
Okay.
She looks like an even uglier version than Lena Dunham.
Really? Ugh.
Her face looks squashed.
Well, hold on. Give me the link.
I'll send you an image of her. This is on her Goodreads.
Okay.
Profile. Her face looks squashed.
Ugh.
But yeah,
see what I mean?
We'll have a look at it here on stream. I apologize to those of you that don't like mingers.
She has written two books. She has written Feminist City, a Field Guide, and Sex and the Revitalized City, Gender, Condominium Development, and Urban Citizenship. They have very high ratings.
She also looks gay to me. Like, she has gay neck and gay head to me. Does she have a wife?
She has the hair, but yeah.
But you see what I mean by an ugly Lena Dunham?
Yeah, I see it. Yeah.
Also, I've just scrolled down, and according to Goodreads, she is currently reading a book simply entitled Monogamy.
So yeah, but hold on. But this is where I'm slightly confused here. I thought to be a proud feminist, you would like to have a plastic phallic piece to show that you're fighting against the patriarchy. So surely
is she tribe connected? Did you find that out? Well, I couldn't find anything that said one way or the other, and I couldn't find her on Wikipedia.
Yeah, I can only find her on Twitter, where she has titled herself Leslie Kern, brackets, a feminist city is a police-free city. Okay, okay.
Good luck with that, you
Yeah,
psycho.
and then what do you do about the as you people probably claim 90% of men who domestically abuse you? What do you do about that then? Hmm?
If it's
you won't have guns, will
if it's
you?
a feminist city and a lesbian city, they're going to have domestic violence through the roof compared to regular people.
In fact, if memory serves, isn't it 3 times higher in lesbian relationships versus heterosexual relationships?
I don't know the number, but it is remarkably higher than any other group pairing. Yes.
So if we really want to get domestic violence down, ladies and gentlemen, what we need is gay men to be with heterosexual women. That's what we need, ladies and gentlemen.
What we need is to just stop migration, reverse its effects, and be in control of our countries again.
Yes,
Alex.
yes.
Alex
and I would
said
like
a funny. I gotta repeat what Alex said. Alex said a funny in chat. He said, "Rape? No, it's surprise empowerment."
Oh,
well,
yeah.
you're right. Actually, he is technically correct because surprise adoption is a politically correct term for kidnapping.
Surprise adoption, yes, I've heard that before. It's good.
Wait,
yeah,
what?
but
I was not aware of this.
Surprise adoption, I've heard that joke before. Yeah, it's pretty old.
Oh, it's a joke.
but-
Okay.
I heard that in the 90s.
I
man.
can't
That's
expect it to be a joke anymore. I expect this to actually be a thing that's being pushed by Democrats for all I know.
Yeah, no. You're completely right. Things that were just a joke on South Park have become established reality for like a decade now.
Well,
we are so far down the slippery slope, we're off the fucking cliff now.
There's a reason that one of my favorite Twitter accounts is not the Babylon Bee, and it just posts actual articles. That
I like that one. I followed that one. Yeah, it's a good one.
Or just Titania McGrath. That she is consistently ahead of the curve.
Yeah.
When it comes to this stuff. But as for doing reversals, this is where I like to campaign for Kizzerism. Kizzerism to solve all the problems with the West. Vote for me. Get vote say vote for Kizza. Just put in hashtag Kizzerism in the chat, please, ladies and gentlemen. You know you want it. You know you want it, ladies and gentlemen.
Kizzerism?
Yes, Kizzerism.
Like that? Is that how you spell it?
Like this. Like this, how I posted in the chat.
Okay.
Go on, ladies and
Kizzaism. Okay.
Yeah.
Wait,
come on.
What? John Goras, what? What?
Has the case of that BLM couple adopting and killing the white tolerant?
Okay,
no, I didn't talk about that. That's some really dark news.
I was not aware of that. Jesus.
Oh. Yeah, I don't want to talk about it.
Let's go back to the things that make us laugh, at least.
Yeah, that's just dark. Since somebody brought it up and you voiced it, the amount of abused adopted white children at the hands of non-whites in America has been on the rise for 10 years. It's really bad. And just recently, in the name of BLM and stopping the next Hitler or whatever, this black couple tortured and killed a little white kid that they adopted. It's really dark.
Jesus.
Just more proof that adoption.
Are we progressive yet? Huh? That sounds progressive to me. Are we progressive enough yet? Are we ever allowed to say enough is enough? No, there's never an answer to that. How much miscegenation has to happen until we have enough? How many immigrants until we have enough? How many drag queen story hours do we need before we have enough? How many gay degenerate pride marches before we have enough? You're not even allowed to ask that question without being called Cheeto Hitler.
And it's
and
pretty
of course,
worrying.
No answer to that will ever come until we are all erased and gone, and they tear down our statues and burn our history books. That's what the Bolshevists have always wanted, and that's what they're fucking doing right now.
And it's pretty bad that when trying to Google it, I actually cannot find this. I cannot find this story.
Of course you can't. Don't use Google.
No. Sorry. So DuckDuckGo. I'm using DuckDuckGo, but I still can't find it.
Yeah. I mean, I like Sarah Ken. Heyo Kizia. I like that.
I'm not making it up, dude. It was a story that went around a couple of weeks
I'm not
ago.
saying it's been made up. I'm just saying, literally, even using DuckDuckGo, I cannot find this story at all. I can find that the story of a toddler being shot.
It's not necessarily because of media suppression. It is that too, but also journalists and local news, they don't even like to cover stories that don't fit the narrative.
Oh yeah, it's the conspiracy of just everyone is quiet and therefore it didn't happen.
Yep.
Exactly,
And
just like
even
USSR.
and even with all of that being suppressed, and even with numbers being fudged, we still see statistics that are sickening. Like imagine how bad it really is.
Oh yeah,
Like that's what I tell people.
Apparently, the 2019 FBI statistics came out, and it's getting worse.
Yes. Yes, I've been talking about the annual FBI statistics for 3 years with people.
It's no longer 1452; it's now 1356. So
No.
It's a lot smaller than that. It's like 3 to 5% of the population commits like 60% of all the bad crime, and it's almost completely isolated to all these cancerous big cities. That's where almost everything bad happens.
Well, I was just going to say, technically, because Snopes actually fact-checked this, the official statistic is 13.55% is responsible for 57.8%.
Oh, so even I was lowballing it. Jesus.
Yeah. And no, what you mentioned was a slight tweaked version of an older statistic. But I remember that speaking of that statistic, I did come across another funny statistic that I utterly owned a BLM supporter with.
Okay.
Ready for this?
Sure.
97.8% of police interactions with Black Americans does not result to police brutality. Therefore, police brutality is a myth.
I mean,
that's pretty. Funny.
Here's the thing: like, even that statistic, when you look at cops of any race or ethnicity versus anyone of any race or ethnicity, the violence, it almost always happens in these cancerous woke cities because nepotism, overcrowding, the job is thankless, and a lot of these white cops, they don't even get to live in the city they work in anymore because mass migration and ghettoification has destroyed their ability to be able to raise a family or even afford housing in the places that these cops have to work.
Yep.
It's awful. It's absolutely terrible. And keep in mind, going back to the 50s and 60s, the Black Panthers, the Bolshevists, the communists, all of these awful university you-know-whos, they have even been talking about in their university doctrine and in the handouts that they give to people, we have to destroy the police and law and order because when we do that, we can assert our own. They have wanted this since before even our parents were born. This has been the goal all along.
Yeah, but let's try and at least, we wanted this to be at least a moderately positive stream.
Right.
I gave you some positivity.
Yes. No. I can give you. I want to send you a very funny thing that I actually screen capped. Yes, so I follow a couple cosplayers on Facebook just because I actually really like the fucking craft that some of them put into their work, and it's I one of them shared something and it's hilarious. Where did it go? Literally just saw it. You'll find this funny though. You'll find this funny.
Oof.
I guarantee it.
Oof. I will say.
Just a moment.
Sorry.
I gotta get there. I'm getting there.
Don't worry.
Okay. All right. We'll share that. We'll share that. That's okay to have.
Yeah. I was gonna say
it didn't link correctly. Damn it! Give me a second. Sometimes when I try to get links out of Discord, they just fail. I don't know why.
No, it's just sexism. It's the patriarchy. It's the patriarchy keeping you down, sister.
You'll probably like this one, Kizza.
I like the patriarchy. I miss it.
I function
very well in the patriarchy because I understand nature and knowing my place.
I need to share this meme around because I think it's really funny.
Oh my god! Look at this.
Wait, who is that?
Shermie cosplay. She's just a cosplayer.
She's a popular cosplayer. That time I sent a super cute photo with Hachi, which is the dog, to my dad, and his response was, "Go put some clothes on."
I remember seeing that. I'm like, right, screenshotting immediately so I never lose this meme because that is hilarious.
Well, that's pretty good.
Speaking of which, since people like to claim a certain idea does not exist, can I just say, a badass lady in question has striked back.
Okay, give me a second. We'll get it open.
I've DM'd you.
I know. It's already in there. Like I said, I just have to juggle it. And remember, I'm working on like 20-year-old internet here, so it's slow.
It's fine.
I have to stream everything.
Okay.
All right, here we go.
Don't worry about it, ladies and gentlemen.
I need to catch up on chat before we get rolling with this here.
Yeah.
Okay, over on D Live, we have some more lemons. Thank you very much, you two. I appreciate it. And then over in YouTube chat here, I think I've responded to most of this. Okay. Rage against the Yizz. Be careful. Careful, Goy. Be careful what you say on this platform.
Oh yeah, I talked
Right.
about this earlier, Kizza.
All right, let's see.
Oh, did you? Sorry, I was like.
No,
sorry,
I literally just said that it's happening. So if we want to,
Robert made a joke and said all those upward pointing buildings are triggering.
Oh well, actually, I'm gonna now pose an even more triggering response to him in just a.
All right, here we go. So this article shared by Kizza here from Deadline. Gina Carano hits back and announces new movie project with Ben Shapiro's Daily. Oh, speak of the you know who, they can't cancel us if we don't let them. Well, let's see what this has to say. In less than 24 hours after her explosive. Just a second. Let me make this bigger so people can read it that are with us here. Here we go. Exclusive. Less than 24 hours after her explosive ouster from the Star Wars series, The Mandalorian, for incendiary social media posts, Gina Carano hits back at her detractors and revealed a new movie project she's making with conservative website Daily Wire. Carano told us, "The Daily Wire is helping make one of my dreams to develop and produce my own film come true. I cried out and my prayer was answered. I am sending out a direct message of hope to everyone living in fear of cancellation by the totalitarian mob. I have only just begun using my voice, which is now freer than ever before, and I hope it inspires others to do the same. They can't cancel us if we don't let them." Well,
I mean, if nothing else, this gives me hope for my script writing, at least.
Oh,
I mean, it's a movie and it's being backed by a small hat, so I mean.
Yeah, I mean, I would say.
Yeah, but one of the good ones.
Fairly,
he's one of the good
Shapiro
ones.
is like of the establishment. He is one of the quote unquote best, but he still says a lot of pro-Israel, anti-Western shit a lot. He is what he is.
We'll take
but
them one
I
at a
will
time.
say this. I will say this. There are some pretty based articles I've read from the Daily Wire, like that call out anti-whiteism and point to the things that I talk about. So, you know, broke clocks right twice a day, all that. Maybe this will contribute something to the greater good of us. We'll see. We'll see.
Well, I mean, I did see a Babylon Bee post regarding Gina Carano, and it was Carano, sorry, and it was a very spicy take. It was, if memory serves, I'm pretty certain someone in the chat would have seen this. Gina identifies as a pedophile and gets rehired by Disney.
Is that a meme yet? Do you have a link to that?
Let me find on the. Somebody posted a Babylon Bee. Let me find it.
I've seen one by the Babylon Bee an hour ago.
If it's on Babylon Bee, I'll just look it up because
there's one. Disney posts job ad looking for strong, fierce women that are also obedient, submissive, and docile.
That's pretty good.
I like that one. That's a good one.
Just a second. Oh, yeah, here we go.
Yes, here we go.
I got it.
Yeah, 1 day ago this is. Okay, it's not okay. I got the details slightly wrong.
Here we go. Babylon Bee. Gina Carano rehired by Disney after she identifies as an abusive male director.
Yeah, sorry. I got the slight detail wrong. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. I do apologize for fake news. I do apologize for the fake news.
The lawyers
if they wanted to be
about.
really spicy, they should have said identifies as a Jewish pedophile movie director. That would have been even better.
Very,
that would have been even better.
But what makes me laugh is that, do you know what I think she should have done to really demonstrate she was Whereas I already know, and I'm not sure everyone else does, she is actually a strong, independent woman. And no, I am not simping. No, she is actually a strong, independent woman. For those who are unaware, she was actually a legit UFC MMA fighter.
Yes.
A legitimate MMA fighter. So I think what she should have done was to play a bit of Uno reversal card and kick the crap out of the Mandalorian director, and therefore he would have been forced to accept that he's part of the patriarchy.
Hey, we have a Lomax with us today. Everybody pop a 14 in the chat for Lomax, because he is the one that made that beautiful new intro I've been using on my videos.
Oh, he's so good. He's been
just
chef's kiss. Chef's kiss.
Yeah, it's great. And to those of you that want to know, the bar of music that is on the new intro is the clip from the Star Spangled Banner by the dawn's early light, and he chose that for me because I make my morning walk videos. So let's get a 14 and a big white heart for Lomax in the chat because of that beautiful intro he made for me. Thank you very much, Lomax. And Lomax, since you're just now joining us, this is a community stream. If you want to come on here and chat and talk to us, you're more than welcome to. And again, this is a good time to share links, so shill the links there, Zen. And if you want to put some questions or comments to the panel, that's over on Entropy. You're welcome to do that. Oh, I see Boot and Dave over on Entropy right now having a chat. Welcome. They came over from Plebeian Media. And for those of you that know Don the Pleb, who was on my stream, I really like Don the Pleb. I've done activism with him. He's got a good pro-American nationalist cluster going on. And for those of you who like more antique nationalism, he's definitely a good man who supports that kind of stuff too. So he's a good patriotic dude and has a good cluster. Thank you for you guys coming over from Pleb Media to join me on Entropy. And if you want, you can put questions and comments over on the left-hand side of Entropy that will not be buried in chat. That's called the question widget over on the left-hand side, also known as the Tall Kevin widget. And so over there, I will be checking that every 30 or 40 minutes. So, and of course, paid chats always get priority. Before we move on, let's see if anybody has tossed us any dollary dues on any of the platforms here. Let's see. Cash App is still blank. We don't have anything on Cash App today. And over on PayPal, let's give that a refresh and see if anybody's given us PayPal donations today.
Yeah,
and
also.
Just a second. And nothing on PayPal either. So we can go back to talking about articles and stuff.
Yeah. Actually, speaking of which, since you mentioned Don the Pleb, I did have on one of his recent streams, I ironically enough told him something that he secretly hates me for. No, it was nothing rude for the plebeians out there. I had to remind, because I ended up finding out how old Don the Pleb actually is, and I had to remind him that technically he is an early millennial.
Oh. Yeah, because I think technically millennials go all the way back to 1980.
Yeah, so basically,
was it 81? No. I think 80 is the cusp, and 81 is when millennials start and Gen X stops. It's one of those two. I forget exactly, but I'm on the cusp. I'm in my early 40s, so I'm right at the very end of Gen X. I'm Sargon's age for those that know Sargon.
Yes, and I don't care what anyone says because we have transracialism, we have transgenderism. So I thought, why not embrace transageism? And I'm an early Zoomer. I'm not a late millennial. I'm an early Zoomer, ladies and gentlemen.
I am as old as a Zoomer can get. I am right on the cusp of it. Thankfully.
Okay. What are you like? 22, 21?
Yeah. Like that? 23.
23.
I'm an early Zoomer.
Wait, no shit. I'm 24. Oh.
Wait, no. If you're 24, that makes you a millennial because millennials are 81 to 2000, aren't they?
1996.
I thought that they went in 20-year blocks.
No, I think 1996 is right on the cusp of it.
All right, this is irrelevant. I don't care anymore. I've lost complete interest in this, so we're moving on. I just don't give a shit. What we're going to do now is we're going to look at something hilarious that Zen just shared me privately. It's a tweet, and this is from a test account, and this is someone who said hello, just hi. And this claim about election fraud is disputed, and this tweet can't be replied to, retweeted, or liked due to risk of violence. Now, I have the tweet open, and as you can see, I'm mousing over it. This is a real tweet from whoever this person is. This is a blue check. I don't know how they have a blue check with 46 followers.
Again, I have to assume it's actually a test account Twitter uses just to test things, but it's just funny out of context.
That's what I think. Yeah, it's because they do have test accounts where they test out algorithmic stuff. But this is just hilarious. Like we can click it here, and you can see it takes you to the actual thing when you do click that stupid warning. So it's a real thing. This blue check says hi, and this claim about election fraud is disputed.
Yeah, I mean, obviously it's very clear. This is just they were using this to test the election fraud thing, but it's just funny. It's just so funny.
It's just funny.
Yeah,
it is pretty hilarious.
Also, if you look at the data on that tweet, that was before the election.
Yeah, so they already were getting ready to. They were already getting ready to block it.
Yep, if only. But
wait, no, it's not. No, you're wrong about that. No, it's
really?
it's January 30, 2020. The election happened in
2020.
Oh no, 2020. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
That's what makes it even funnier.
We gotta put this back up. I thought my brain read that as 2021.
I mean, presumably the label was
we're gonna go back to this
recently. But
we're gonna go back to
just
this.
Funny.
Yeah.
Okay, for those of you who care, we're going back to this now, and I want you to take a look at this. The date is 2020, January 30. This means that 11 months, well, 10, like a little less than 10 months, or right at 10 months, like 10 months in a week before the election. No, I'm sorry. Yeah, 10 months. 10 months before the election last November, they had already planned for this. They've already planned for this to be a tag on things. Now keep in mind, I'm not a Twitter expert. This could have been applied to this test tweet post hoc. They could have been testing how to go back in time and apply this. So that's possible.
That's what I'm presuming. I will give them the benefit of the doubt on that one.
I will give them the benefit of the doubt too, because I know that a big thing that they do with censorship is creating algorithmic things that go back in time and alter, shadow ban, or put tags on old tweets. So this could have been like closer to when the election happened or whatever. But the fact that this exists with like a 10-month prior date is fucking hilarious. So anyway.
Well, we need to get more voices on this. But can we please go back to Guardian's hot takes? Because the next hot take.
I'm going there.
So the next hot take, it involves our favorite secret James Bond villain. Right?
Give me just a second. Let me check chat, make sure we're not missing anything.
Okay, yeah.
Is this Soros? Is all I can assume?
No. It's regarding our favorite, currently our favorite billionaire, Mr. Elon Musk.
Oh no.
No, it's not directly regarding him, but it does reference something that he wants to do. And I think he should be very, very careful, especially with 2021.
Here we go. I've got my Mountain Dew, and I'm ready to go. So here
Start
we go.
sliding down.
Here we go.
How can our future Mars colonies be free of sexism and racism? Oh my God.
Yeah,
I wonder.
And of course, you have a. Oh wow, I'm surprised they even allowed a ginger to be in the picture. But you've got, of course, a strong woman of color. And here, now, see, this article is out of date because I have been told that it is very woke and very progressive for Asians to be the new whites. So now this is no longer kosher, ladies and gentlemen. Yes. Kosher now is Asians are the new white. So this friendly looking chink-eyed lady here, this is a white supremacist right now. Like, so this article is out of date with wokeness. It's 5 years out of date with what is considered progressive now. So,
however years, to counter that, gingers are actually considered a person of color as of 2018.
Presumably,
to balance itself out.
Is that why they keep casting black people as redhead characters?
As gingers, yeah. The ginger erasure in Disney, like Disney and other Hollywood things. Ginger erasure has been a thing for years now.
Yes.
So actually, could it be the Hollywood directors are just secretly racist? Because we all know about the anagram, ladies and gentlemen. We all know about the anagram.
Oh, stop.
We all know about the anagram, ladies and gentlemen.
Stop.
Yeah.
Anyway, do you want me to open up this article and have a look-see?
I mean, if you want to.
I feel like I'm going
to
rip my hair out if I have to read this article.
Yeah.
Let's open it up here.
Oh, it's Guardian Australia. Oh, God.
Oh, God. It's going to be even worse.
That is going to be horrendous.
Well, when it comes to Australia, it's either worse or better.
Okay, here we go. I've got it embiggened. So, how can our future Mars colonies be free of sexism and racism? The white male European conquerors of the New World and 19th century American pioneers of manifest destiny still color the space age. So is it a myth that we'll turn nice on Mars? Oh, great. It's giving me the block here. I'm going to do it later. Here we go.
I'm very sus at that. But anyway, speaking of which, before we get to the next article, do you guys remember, just a little test here for everyone, does anyone remember certain articles that were going around in progressive media about 2 years ago, 3 years ago, where the progressives were saying that going to the gym is fascist and very right-wing?
Oh, yeah, I remember that, yeah. Mm-hmm.
I remember
yes. Oh, yeah, sorry, Zen.
I was about to say, I remember the one the other year where it was expecting black people to turn up to class on time is racist.
Oh yeah, I remember that too.
Yeah, because they have their own time system, ladies and gentlemen. believe it or not. But anyway, yes.
I'm just sharing some links that people should know in chat. Just people that are nationalists and patriots and shit.
Yes.
Just to help share awareness and all that.
Okay, so yes, would you
my
mind?
interpretation of that was that you can't expect black people to understand how time works, and that it's oppressive to have that expectation of them.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, it goes back to the whole leftist plantation shit. Like, they don't just want the blacks and the browns to be stupid and do what they're told. They want to dumb down and make all the whites that way too. Like, that's the whole point of the long march through the institutions. Like, they want to use racial division, ethnic differences, religious differences to be weaponized into destroying healthy, cohesive white societies. So we're all just going to be the stupid knick-knocks on the plantation. That's what they want for all of us. They want us all to be nationless, religious, atheist cogs in their globalist capitalist machine. That's what they want.
Well,
because make no mistake, capitalism is just a different version of communism with the way that it's become expressed. It's materialism, and it pits markets and it pits dominance over the weak, over the masses, et cetera, et cetera. I could go on at great length about my issues with capitalism, but I won't.
I'm sure AA and somewhere, ladies and gentlemen, in the distance, I could hear AA stating, nope.
I don't know. AA has changed a lot, or at least he's become more open in the things he believes in the last 6 months. So he's. I think AA is a lot more of a friend of freedom than people think he is.
I think, to be honest,
until he walks back his statements on Alderaan, I'll be very skeptical of that.
Look, I think for me, what it sounds like to me is, I think AA has simply just lost patience with the entire British system, and if the ending of V for Vendetta was created, he wouldn't care who it was, but the fact it was created. But I will say, yes, this will be the final article you're about to scroll down.
Okay.
And the reason why I bring up the gym one is because it references toxic masculinity about strength.
Okay. Right, give me just Give me just a second. We'll get back to it here.
This is all frozen for me, so Oh no, it's working now. Okay.
No, it's not. No, it's because I tabbed out to a different tab, and I didn't. I was going to read the article, but I didn't change the screen. There's no point. All right, moving down to the next hilarious one.
Yep.
I stopped going to the gym because of Trump. Now I can't open jars.
Oh my life.
Oh my! Like, how can anyone take anything serious from mainstream media at all? I don't get it. It's such a laughing stock.
Meanwhile, I was arrested for going to the gym because of Biden.
Yep. That's pretty much how it goes. Okay, this is from 2018. And what we're going to do is we're going to copy link address, and we're going to go here so we can all read it.
I'm really curious as to what they're actually going to say in this.
Okay, here's Bridget Delaney. More like Frigid Delaney.
Okay. I just
there's jokes in this episode, everybody. There's jokes.
Want to say with that profile picture, I really question the fact that she went to the gym in the first place.
Yeah, me too. But anyway, I don't question her ability to open jars, though. That bitch hungry. just look at her. Anyway,
smash.
Actually, before we start, do you know who she actually reminds me of?
Who?
Zenn, you might remember. Do you remember the Australian chick who was the leader of the Green Party? The Green Party in the UK?
No.
I'm not joking you. Let me find a picture. Hold on. Maybe someone in the chat will know exactly what I'm talking about.
I'm sure I'll know her by name, but I won't have seen her. One less mutant.
Yeah, I have to say I love Dr. Dutton's spiteful mutant meme. It's perfect. They really are spiteful mutants. It's sad.
No,
Silence is Leaden. Yeah, I've been giving him a lot of shit using my Lotus Eaters subscription. The annoying thing is he doesn't read out my full bloody comment. He just reads out the part that he wants to talk about and then ignores the rest of it where I'm actually questioning him on things, which is infuriating.
Well, to be honest, I was tempted to get a premium subscription just so I could get on those Zoom calls, so I can very politely grill him. Even though I have
£30 a month, though.
I'm not paying. That's $50. That's $50. I ain't doing that.
Listen, Zenn. There's vastly Zenn. Just remember, the TV license is expensive. Okay, people pay more. People pay.
Yeah, and I deny that as well. What's your point?
People pay $50,000 a year to go to frickin' Harvard.
Yes, and I think those people are stupid too. What's your point? You're just explaining to me more why a lot of people waste their money.
Yes, and this is why you need Kizzerism. Thank you for bringing
Okay.
it back to me. This is why I need to be in charge, ladies, and a bit
Okay.
more Kizzerism.
So anyway,
Yeah.
I actually sent you a recent ridiculous article, or well, it's a screenshot from that article. But you
Okay,
might be interested by that, Yizz.
I saw it.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
while we talk about something else here, I'm going to put a meme up. This is a good old Simpsons meme here.
Oh boy. That's pretty good.
Yeah, I like this one. This is a good one.
Yeah.
Let's see. Okay. Yes. Yes. In fact, I think a better version of this, why not to trust the media? And it's just a book that's just like, at least. Yeah. Yes. What else is
Well,
there?
we have covered the articles and things that I wanted to talk about today.
Yes.
We have almost zero engagement over on Entropy today, which is sad. Usually we have some long-form questions and comments, but that's fine. Also, we have apparently no financial gifts today either. So it has been a low engagement and low financial support day, but that's fine. You guys use your money for your families and what you need. Like I said, I don't have to worry about rent or food. So
it's all right. So yeah, where the hell's Joe Biden with those $2,000 stimulus checks?
I don't think that's going to happen, and also it shouldn't happen. I don't like this stimulus nonsense. Like it's just digging the hole deeper. But then again, I mean, if we're headed towards this Keynesian nightmare of a crash, give us all $1 million. Fuck it, just print $20 trillion and flood the market and see what happens. Hasten the crash.
Yeah, that was that was one of the points I made. Was like, look, the government are literally stealing our jobs from us. Fine, I'll take their money for now, if I have to. That was my view, and it's like they'll literally make it so I cannot get a job. So fuck it, I'll take them.
Yeah, actually, on that point, Yizz, hold on. Let me find the meme. I got to find the meme, and I'm pretty certain you won't get screwed over with copyright infringement.
All right. I mean, this channel's not monetized anyway. I've never been.
I'm just saying. Right. I mean, I don't care what anyone says. This is why Eurobeat needs to be the #1 genre we listen to under Kizzerism.
I don't have the link yet. Are you sending it?
I'm just about to send it right now.
Okay. It's one of these. Okay, that's one of these.
Yes.
All right, give me just a second. This is a great meme framework. One of my favorites. It's really good.
Yes. And I think we should definitely have the music playing.
Everybody's pretty familiar with these.
Oh no.
Yeah, boy. Here it goes.
Is the sound playing?
I can't hear it. Oh, it's gas. Okay. Oh.
Yeah, does this keep watching?
Yeah, boy. South Sudan coming. Gonna get you.
Oh yeah, it's just overtaking.
I'm waiting for 2020 to hit, and then
the
US.
Here we go.
US pops up. Oh my god.
Just look at the number. Number.
Oh my life. And then 2020 hits, and then the US comes steaming out of nowhere.
Oh, it'll happen. I'm predicting that by 2022 we are going to have like the value menu at McDonald's is going to be like $5 per item by like 2022.
No. I'll give you a comparison straight from the Weimar Republic.
Oh, good. My favorite subject.
Yes. Would anyone like to have a guess how, at the worst in the Weimar Republic, how much 1 million marks was worth to America?
$1.
I would say, I don't know, 50 cents, $1, something like that.
No. It was worth 1 US penny.
Oh, wow.
Oh, my.
Jeez.
In fact, and I have seen this, through a video, the largest printed money they had was a 500 million mark note. And the worst bit was, it wasn't even double stamped. It was stamped on one side. That's how quickly they were printing the money.
Yeah, it's sad. It's sad what the you-know-who do to countries.
Well, yes, but dare I say, could we technically get to second Weimar, but instead we
Dude, we're
get
past that.
control.
It's a different animal today. We fell off the slippery slope 10 years ago. Like it's bad. It's bad.
Well, yeah. I mean, people are saying how bad it's going now. I'm just like, if you know what happened in the 20s, if
I
you know
mean,
what happened then.
why do you think so many of us want it to happen, my man? Like we even have a guy in the chat right now who's fucking ready, man. He's getting his dudes ready. And like the people at my church, the people in my mountain holler,
Yeah.
we're ready for this shit. We know what's coming. We grow our own food. We got like my grandmother before she died probably had 1,000 rounds of ammunition and an assault rifle in her house. Like that's how we roll out here. Like the good folks of this country, when the collapse happens, it ain't going to be us starving. It ain't going to be us having the problems. It's going to be these cancerous multicultural cities that eat each other like rats. So like that's why so many of us are ready for the crash to happen, because we know we're going to win when that happens. And I think that's why the anti-white powers in our countries, they want to get as many non-white and communist radicalized people into government and into the military as possible, because they know they're going to have to weaponize them against the rest of us. So that's the whole reason why people like me want to buy time to prepare our people for the inevitable.
Oh yes. Well, I would say to Sean Lankus here. Yes, guess what? The best way to make money in Venezuela when they were going through all that inflation was through selling gold on World of Warcraft and RuneScape. And I wish I was joking on that point.
Oh my god, that's so sad.
No, that's hilarious. That's hilarious. An in-game currency was keeping people from starving to death.
Oh god,
Yeah.
I think.
Well, I mean,
this is a story
if you
I've
look
heard,
at it, it's kind of the predecessor to crypto, sort of.
Yeah, I mean, how even a certain very, very famous YouTuber called Mr. MatPat from Game Theory reckoned that World of Warcraft would save the economy, ladies and gentlemen.
We have a friendly regular. Silence is leaden, dropping us. He dropped a Lady Godiva on us over in Entropy here. £5 I meant to send this earlier, says Silence is leaden, but I had my hands full cooking for the family. Good man taking care of yours. Hashtag Scrubs on tour. And for those of you who don't know what Scrubs mean, Scrubs are the subscribers and the group that follows Dangerfield. Dangerfield is an ex-degenerate like me who has come to nationalism and come to realize that values and patriotic shit is the way to go, because everything else but that sucks and leads to ruin. So Dangerfield's a good man. He is a mix of serious and funny. A great community. One of our guys in here, Bertie Bassett, is a scrub as well. We have several scrubs in here. Definitely go check out Dangerfield's channel. He live streams at least once a day. Great fun, a lot of fun. And that's what Scrubs on Tour is all about. So at the end of the show here, is there anything you guys want me to shill for you? Any links to things that are important to you or that you think we should share with our community here before we get out of here?
Oh, yes. I'm just going to grab one link right now. I believe I have showed it before in one of our personal
videos. Get that. I'm going to share For Null. For Null is a guy that I really like a lot, and he hosts 3 live streams a week. He does music. This is not about politics. It's not about current events. This is a white positive nationalist guy. He's Team Ethnat through and through, and he is a music enthusiast, and he has commentary live streams about different kinds of music by white folks all over the world. And 3 times a week, I forget the actual days of his schedule. They might have changed. But For Null has, it's like an 1.5 to 2 hour live stream 3 times a week where you can just go and listen to white positive music and music that is not anti-white and is usually clustered into a theme. Like, let's say, like last night, for example, it was, or the night before, I don't remember. One night this week, I listened to country, western, folk, and bluegrass. And he had a night about that, which was mostly all American music. I think it was all American music of banjos and country music singing, classic western music from like the 20s and the 30s, that kind of shit. And sometimes he'll do all electronica, which is about German and Dutch music. And he has all kinds of just great music streams. He likes heavy metal. He likes all kinds of stuff. And I don't know if he does, Alex. I don't know, but because I don't listen to all of his streams, obviously. But he's got a DLive channel. He's got some social media, which you'll be able to find out from his YouTube channel I linked. So go give him a listen. It's a really good community to be around, safe, white, positive, nationalist folks, and just enjoy music and creativity of our people. So before I bail on that, I want to share the White Art Collective. The White Art Collective, excuse me. I have, well, that link is blank. Second. Let me grab it. There we go. Oh, they've been yeeted from YouTube. That's why it's blank. Okay. Give me a second.
Not good.
I'll get it from BitChute then.
Not massively surprised, but still a shame.
The White Art Collective is white positive nationalist creators that do all types of entertainment. They do all types of... It's not coming up over there either. Maybe I'm searching it by the wrong phrase. Give me a second.
Yep. Should be up here.
Give me a second. I'll find it. But they... oh, here we go. I found them. Okay. Okie dokie. Apparently, BitChute's search feature just sucks. Oh, wait. They don't have anything published. Huh.
That's a pain.
I wonder why their catalog is gone. That's so weird. Maybe they took it down when BitChute started banning people.
Possibly.
Regardless, I'm just going to give you the Twitter because this is where they share everything and link all the white positive community creators together. And oh, thank you, Sir Leon. Sir Leon, now that I'm back over on DLive to share a link, he dropped a bunch of diamonds on me. Thank you so much, my friend. he says Weimar levels of inflation with diamonds. So he dropped us a few hundred lemons over on DLive there. The reason I bring up White Art Collective, I've gone to sing with them before. They have it's called Wackaroki. It's WAC is White Art Collective, and they have Wackaroki, which is a portmanteau of karaoke, where we sing our favorite songs of different creators throughout time. And I've been on there before. They're a lot of fun. Just go check them out. They have a very active community of poets and comedians and songwriters and just all kinds of people. It's a really great community. And before I get out of here, I want to share one more thing, which is Uberfolk. Uberfolk makes very wholesome, pro-European, pro-nationalist music that's very touching and very moving. It's beautiful music I listen to sometimes when I'm taking a walk and not making content myself on my walks. So anyway, now that I've shared those things, what would you two like me to share and talk about?
Well, yes, I already DM'd you what I wanted you to share.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
As did I.
Yeah. Let Zenn go first.
No, we're going to have Kizza go first. That's
yeah, go ahead, man.
Go ahead, Kizza.
Okay, cool. Right. Link I sent you. This is something I recommend everyone in the stream to look up if you haven't already, because this is one of the first videos I came across when I wanted to get into economics. It is Austrian Economics with Glenn Jacobs. Now, if anyone doesn't know who Glenn Jacobs is, he's the man who played Kane in the WWF/WWE. So he's a very base man. And if I was in charge of the island, I would make him my official governor of the Bank of England. So any commie, so any commies try breaking into the Bank of England, he could chokeslam them straight to hell. in fact, I would have it written into his contract saying he can chokeslam any communist straight to hell.
Oh,
and that point I'll be arrested.
Alex knows this guy, N of One. N of One makes long-form intellectual videos that I find very interesting. He is a classic, I believe he identifies himself as a classic reactionary, so definitely of our of nationalism and such. And he makes very interesting long-form videos and talks about things. N of One, the last video of his I listened to was about how libertarianism really is about wanting to stop crime and create peaceful societies. It was a very good video. And N of One seems to be a good chap and has a lot of interesting things to say. And I didn't know if he wanted to reveal it or not, but that's Alex's roommate, and he just said so. So definitely go check out N of One.
But yeah, I've sent Yizz the link for my current book channel, which I've got a video recorded. It'll hopefully be coming out soon. Basically, just talking about books that I like. It's mostly actually, if I get my way, it'll be entirely non-political. But I know what I'm like, so maybe one day politics will worm its way in. But oh well.
But Zenn, don't you know everything is political?
Ah, yes, Life is Strange.
CNN told me so.
I know that from Life is Strange too.
Yeah.
And here's Zenn's channel. Here's Zenn's. He like you just said, he does fun video game content.
Yes.
That'll be for book reviews. My video game
Oh,
comments.
that's only for book reviews. My bad. Sorry.
Yes.
I thought you were doing your video game one first.
I might do video game stuff there, but that's mainly for like sort of like what do you call it? Video essays and such, that kind of stuff. That's the content I'll be putting out on there. I try to keep all my gameplay to just Twitch because I can't be bothered uploading that kind of stuff. Because I say a lot of stuff in the moment when I'm streaming, and that's the kind of stuff that I'm not gonna lie, I kind of don't want to backlog of because I will instantly get cancelled, and I can't be asked to deal with that.
Okay.
I mean, how? Just take it from me. My work tried to cancel me, and I won.
Good.
Nice.
Before we get out of here, we need to talk about my channel and something that I want to share.
Yes, of course, yes.
So give me just a second. I got to close down some tabs because I have way too many open.
Yes.
What I want to do is find a link of something. Kizza, you remember Dragons of Discord, don't you?
Oh, yeah, of course I do. Was it Dragons Discord or Dragons of Disapproval?
That's what I mean, but we're going to call it Dragons of Discord.
Oh, yes.
Oops, that's the wrong link. That's the link. There we go.
Yeah.
The link that I'm sharing in chat right now is a link to a very fun video format that I like for a live stream format.
Yes.
And Alex, I have invited N of One on many times, but the problem is I have to stream during the day because I take care of my family, and that's when he works. But anyway, I like N of One just fine, and he's a smart dude. Anyway, this stream is called Dragons of Disapproval. It's when I filled in for perhaps the only UK Tran that I know, Dawn, Rose of Dawn, and then an internet degenerate celebrity named Scrump. They run a show on Wednesdays, and I filled in for them when Rose couldn't do the show. Her weekly show is Seals of Approval, so I made Dragons of Disapproval. And this is a framework of show where I create a playful graphic of things. It'll give dragons, for example, and we have guests on, and we take turns talking about the different topics and having both informative and playful banter back and forth about hot topics of the week. And that's a really fun framework, and I would like to put more of those together. I just have trouble getting people on my stream because I'm small time. I have limited time access to the times that I can do long sit-down streams. So I'm doing my best to try to put more of that together. So in the future, it might be fun to have more things like this. If you haven't seen my Dragons of Disapproval, Dragons of Discord stream, you definitely should check that out and give me feedback if that's a kind of framework of live stream that you would like me to do. So you can leave it in the comments on that stream. You can leave it in the comments on this stream that we're having right now. Let me know if that's a kind of format that you'd like to see happen more often on this channel. And also, I want to have more live stream involvement on my channel because this year I'm going to have more time to do so, especially with the upcoming death of the loved one I've been taking care of. Once that estate is settled, I'm going to have a lot more time to devote to activism, to awareness, and having a channel. So being here in the middle of nowhere and not having reliable work, I don't have a lot of money to go off gallivanting. And then again, you know, I'm getting old. I'm not exactly a strapping young lad like Alex or one of these other heroes that we know that can go out and do activism and butt heads with people. So I'm probably best delegated to doing activism, awareness, and things from home and just rallying people in my little mountain holler here for nationalist purposes. So that's what I'm going to focus on this year. Let me know in the comments below what kind of live stream content and what time frame would work best for you as a viewer. Those are the things that I want feedback on, and my last morning walk video was about that too. So that's what's important to me this week, so that's what I wanted to put out to you guys. So I've come to the end of the live stream today. Thank you, Zenn. Thank you, Kizza, for being here today. Thank you to all of you lovely people in the chat for coming to be a part of things. Please go and check out all of the creators that I've shared. I'm sure they would appreciate the numbers and the engagement. Thank you, Sean. Sean just said in the chat, I do great work. Thank you to everyone. And also today, there's going to be the cigar stream over on AA's channel. And like usual, there's going to be Chuck Martell's Garage Party, where white positive nationalist types get together to just listen to music and have a good time over on Jason's channel, which is No White Guilt, which I shared a little while ago. So that being said, I hope you all have a wonderful weekend. Be smart, do things smart, but don't give up. We have to keep fighting. We have to resist the tyranny, and we have to get the truth and awareness to as many of our people in our countries as possible to defeat the encroaching Leviathan that looms over us all. So that being said, I love all of you. Stay white positive. God bless. We'll see you next time.
Later.
Take care, all.